Oh god. Okay, so the movie essentially started with this pretty cool scene, but I mean, to be fair, no one really cares about the scene. Everybody cares about the song because Pharrell Williams has cooked. Double Life is just such a good song, and like I generally have to say that if you start a film like that, I'm gonna be excited, alright? And I was after hearing that song for the first time, alright? Now, we get introduced to Gru's old high school, and guess what? His high school is a villain school, obviously. And essentially, we get to meet our newest villain, Maxime Le Mans, and he really likes cockroaches. Now, Gru, since he now works for the Anti-Villain League, essentially decides to log him up. But guess what? Maxime wants revenge, so he breaks out of prison. Now, meanwhile, Gru gets back to his home, and we get introduced to another new character, being Gru Jr. Now, to say the least, Gru's and his son's relationship doesn't seem to be the best yet, and Gru really wants to improve on that. Then, oh no, we get the bad news that Maxime Le Mans has escaped from prison, meaning that Gru and his family have to move to a safe house in a completely random city. Yay. Now, Gru thinks this is an amazing opportunity to finally make his relationship with his son better, so he's kinda happy about it, but that's not really what the girls think, because the girls did not enjoy this decision. Now, once they finally get to the safe house, they also get their new identities. Which, honestly, this scene I didn't really enjoy. I just thought it was kinda dumb, because to be fair, they didn't even really use much of their identities. Like, sure, we got the karate scene where Agnes doesn't want to say her name is Brittany now, and then we also get the hair cutting scene with Lucy where she absolutely mess ups that woman's hair, and then she kinda runs after Lucy in the grocery store. But I mean, that's about it. Oh yeah, and I guess maybe Gru got to play tennis thanks to it, but I mean, that's about it. Like, I thought they were gonna use the identities more. Like, it felt like it was just a random thing that was there just for no real reason, because it didn't even affect the movie at all. But okay, we move on as Gru gets to meet their new neighbors, and guess what? The girl that's living next to them, I mean, her parents are pretty weird, but she wants to be the next big villain. And guess what? She wants to go to the exact same high school as Gru. And to prove her point that she's worth enough going to that school, she wants to steal the school's mascot. Now, she quickly realizes that the new neighbor is Gru, and she confronts him about it and tells him that if he doesn't help her steal the mascot, she's gonna reveal his identity to everyone. And guess what Gru does? He obviously doesn't want his identity to be revealed, so he decides to help her. That's when we get probably the only exciting part about this movie, which was the heist. Now, a couple of funny moments happened during the heist, but it was mostly just boring, and I mean, they somehow managed to actually steal the mascot. The only thing that came out of it was that the headmaster saw them on camera and she was seeking for revenge. Now, one thing she knew was that Maxime Le Mans also wanted revenge, so she leaks where Gru lives now to Maxime, and that means that Maxime knows where Gru lives now. Now, if we go back to Maxime, he, during this movie, is doing absolutely nothing. Like, it almost felt like he wasn't even in the movie. Like, he was the main villain. Why was he not even in the movie? I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I kinda hated him, so I was kinda happy he wasn't in the movie, but you get the point. Like, he's the main villain, so he probably should be in the movie. Like, the only scene he had was that gas station scene where he literally could not scan the card, which was to be fair, kind of funny, you know. But then we get back to the main part, which is that the girls are now left home alone because Gru and Lucy went to play tennis, which, I mean, Gru isn't really the best at. He's very lucky that the referee was clearly on his side. But while all that is happening, the grandmaster of the high school goes to the safe house and she finds the girls there, and guess what she does? She just goes into the house and doesn't want to leave. So the girls call Lucy, and that means that Lucy and Gru instantly come back home and they start fighting the Grandmaster. Now, while all of that is happening, Gru Jr. somehow rolls outside of the safe house at the same exact time that Maxime arrives there, so he has the great amazing opportunity to just steal Gru Jr. and leave. But luckily then we get an absolute crazy battle scene between Gru and Maxime, and guess what? Gru wins, and that means that he's finally bonded with his son. How amazing. Now, this is also not the end of the movie, because then we get the actual end of the movie, which was the prison scene, which, to be fair, was absolutely incredible. Like, seeing all of the past villains from all of the Despicable Me movies and the Minion movies was just very nice to see, and I have to say that them singing "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" was something I didn't know I needed. I also have to give a shout out to the party bus scene where the Minions are going absolute ham and Carl, the bus driver, doesn't enjoy it much. I also have to appreciate the music choice in that scene, because Blackpink Boombaya, amazing choice. Yeah, if you didn't know, I love K-pop. Blackpink, let's go. But yeah, this movie overall just felt like there were a few small moments that were really good, but the rest was just kind of mad. That leads us to my opinion on this movie, and I personally think the movie is good. I had very low expectations of this movie. I wasn't expecting the best movie I ever seen from Illumination, but after I came from the theater, I was speechless, honestly, because the movie was actually good. Yes, the movie was good. I actually enjoyed the movie, and I recommend you guys go and see it because it was good. That's it. Subscribe, like, see you in the next one. Bye.